Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Set 90 Wolf.
On first down, Huntley. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's complete to John Ross. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
First down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run the counter. Huntley. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and that makes the score 7-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. First carry for Nick Chubb, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Hey, echo. 54-2.
Bortles looking to throw on 3rd and 2. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 38-yard line.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he gets it down to the 32.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Bortles. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
On 2nd and goal. Bortles got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, Haywood. You got locked on your seat.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to run, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Bortles. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here as he's taken down. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Around the NFL, a game going on in Washington. And the Eagles out in front early. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, Make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Check, hot, hot, hot. Great zone, Travis. Bravo. Hit it.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. Hey, Orbit.
They'll look to throw here. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
Go. Check 24. Check 24. Check, say, lock it.
They'll run on 1st down. Huntley. Tavon Young in on the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Check 25. Check 25. X3. 218. Speed grip.
On 2nd down now. Huntley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. These two teams all tied after one. The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Back to throw here. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. On 1st down, Chubb able to get forward for about 4 as he's taken down. Brought down by the cornerback, William Jackson. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Check. Go on. Check nickel. Rock it. Ready.
A give running right is Chubb. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And this really is a good defense because what they've done is focus on stopping the running game and being physical against it.
And the numbers, they really bear that out. They're currently 5th in the National Football League in rushing defense. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Bortles in the offense remains put on the field. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Hey, wahoo! Hey, we got Mike 50, huh? Get it!
Here we go on 4th down with Bortles. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. Bortles now 5 of 6, very accurate since taking over, and he's got his guys a 1st down.
Shit. Wide, get wide. Fair.
Well, now they'll try the end around, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Hey, exit. Mike 50. Hey,
now on 2nd and 13. Bortles looking deep downfield. It's caught at the 10. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Buying time, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Carl Lawson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive, but you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Tavon Young. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. On 2nd and 12, Bortles. He's got his man. It's Andrews. The reception good for 7. It's third down. To throw, it's Bortles. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
Topper! Ready?
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A.J. Green, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
2nd and 3. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Hey, high 7.
Squeeze, double.
They'll set up to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jordan Evans coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Bortles now to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. 23 yards the pick up there. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Now Bortles on the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. He'll run it. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
Check. Ready?
They go with Chubb on second down. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Watch a slant. Go out.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. A run for Nick Chubb. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab as the Ravens push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Well, those first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season as his guys are back within a single score. Bullock good on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 24-17. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
And again, it's Chubb. Fights through, and now a crease. A big play that time out of Chubb. 46 yards. So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here, you really like them.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
3 down. Shift. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Here we go, set. 90, Wolf.
Come on. I'm trying to collect. Hey, check, Mike.
Hard.
Not today, you are. Not today.
Ready, go. Let's go.
Now they'll throw it. Bortles. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A.J. Green with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Right now, let's go. Bring it.
Ready.
Looking to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 21. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Now on 2nd and 13, Bortles. Finding room at the 30. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding goal.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. Here we go. Check. Check.
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Carl Lawson in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. He's going to air one out. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and that will shave one more off this lead. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run it again with Chubb. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
A toss play to Chubb. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Hey, Zoo. Ready?
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Bortles. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. From midfield, here's Bortles. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Back to the air on second down. It's Bortles. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, check right. Watching you grind.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Well, he's going to go for it all. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
5. Go on.
I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine, baby.
Bortles to throw for it on 4th down. And that is incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the air.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free, no first down.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll go for it. It's Bortles. He's going deep for Brown. And no, it's incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
Stay with your man. Strong right, strong right, strong right.
On first down, Huntley. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get your reset. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Exit. Check it out.
He'll look to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Figuring they're going for it on 4th down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Chubb. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. On the ground, it's Chubb. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Sam Cook now. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. It's in the 4th quarter down in Miami. Now the Patriots, they've gone in front late over the Dolphins. A win, if they can get it, would be their first on the year. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down here in a one-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
All day, dog. Mike 52, Mike 52. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. New Mike 52.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
52 is the mark. Check. 52 is the mark. Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come. Hey, Mike 52.
Come.
Back to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
52 is the mark, boy. 52.
He's back to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Hey, box truck.
They'll look to throw here. This pass complete to Higgins. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards on the play.
Here we go.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Back to throw here. Open man is Higgins. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yards.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.